Hello and welcome to another video by Easy Academy. In this particular video, I'm going to be covering the latest update from OpenAI with regards to the native image generation in the GPT-4o language model. So this happened a few hours ago, and I was able to use it to create this funny comic. It's real, but it was created using GPT-4o and the latest release from OpenAI. So this language model has a lot of updates that I would like to cover. Let me quickly switch over to my slide to do that. So some of the abilities that I've seen is precise text rendering. So the quality of the image that is created is a little bit better in terms of the text rendering, the text inside the image that is created. I'm still seeing some issues in certain images, like in this one here, the quality is much better. But in the previous image that I created, you can see here that some of the text is not really coming up properly. So it is much better than before. But as you can see here, this is not really clear. But if you keep refining it and asking it to keep generating, sometimes it gets better. But in general, there's improvement compared to the previous releases. Also, if you're doing like multi-tone conversations, it is able to maintain the context and be able to apply what has been said in the conversation in subsequent images that are generated. It also follows the instructions much better, and it allows you to use in-context learning to continue to adapt the pictures that you are creating. And you can use retrieval augmented generation, or you can use the knowledge base that's already present in the language model to create some of these pictures if you want to do that. The photos were generally realistic. They have an example of this on their website where you see a picture of Karl Marx running through the mall with this paparazzi, and some of these pictures look very realistic. So if you take a look at it, they look quite realistic. The lighting, the angle, the reflection, the light angle, where the sun is coming from, is very realistic from what I'm seeing. And then another thing I wanted to talk about is the known limitations. So the first thing is cropping. As you would see in this example here, sometimes the picture is cut out. So if you're not really comfortable with that, you may have to do it multiple tries to get it right. Also, sometimes it hallucinates by creating information that does not really exist. So you would have to review the images that you're creating to make sure that they are up to standard and it does not violate any ethical or legal requirements that you have in your territory. Sometimes if you have too many concepts that are part of the image generation, you might get confused about that. So that is covered here in this example. So I just encourage you to take a look at this blog post and take a look at some of the capabilities and some of the limitations that have been covered there. If you're plotting graphs, if you are a math or statistics or someone that needs these charts to be accurate and precise, sometimes you're not going to see accurate graphs. So this example here shows that. So even though the information is correct, but sometimes the graph does not really show up precisely if you're using it for graphing. When you're dealing with languages that are not in Latin characters, sometimes it causes problems. So they've covered that here. That's a known issue. If you want to use this to create images with text that are in non-standard or non-Latin characters or alphabets. So make sure that you pay attention to that when you're doing that. And then the precision when you are making edits to pictures, they have covered that in the example here. So sometimes it doesn't really come out the way you want it to show up, but you may have to play with it multiple times to get to what you are trying to achieve. And then if you have a lot of text jammed into a very small space, you would have to make sure that the characters are coming out the way you want it to be, because sometimes it might get blurry. You might lose the spelling, and it may not really show up properly. So like with any language model, try and use it responsibly. Make sure that you don't rely on it to generate what you want accurately. Double check it before you use it for any publication or for any content you are creating. But overall, this is a very nice release from OpenAI. I strongly encourage you to check it out. Watch the announcement. The announcement just covered how the team were using the language model to generate a comic, some Japanese comic, and then in the other version they were able to use the same image to create another image, like some kind of coin. So just take a look at the announcement and check it out. But I think this is a much better improvement to image generation compared to the DALL-E version of the language model. You can take a look at it. It's available in the free version, limited, and if you have the plus version, you can use it. If you have the Uber version, the $20 a month version, you can the pro version, you can use it. So just check it out and let me know what you think about the language model release. Thank you for checking out this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for stopping by.